when you drink the Kool-Aid, you're not just passively accepting the status quo. You're engaging actively with the visions of your company. Carry your humanity with you when you fly, because your life is better when you're excited about what you do.
Most pilots don't understand what career opportunities are available in the world of aviation. They're making career decisions based on advice from friends or posts on internet forums, meaning they are taking huge risks with their livelihood without having all the details. This podcast was created to help you understand the aviation industry so you can find your dream job. Let's get ready for Pushback. Here's your host and my dad, Nick Fialka.
Hey, pilot, welcome back to Ready for Pushback. My name's Nick Fialka. This is a solo show. You found me. I am drinking a cup of coffee right now. I'm drinking my Cafe Bustelo out of my favorite Ferrari mug that I got when I went on a trip to Modena many years ago. And I love to drink coffee. The other day, I was saying goodbye to the passengers. And we've talked about it before. I make a lot of announcements. I talk to people at the gate. I talk to people in the jet. I say goodbye to every passenger. I think that part of customer service is so important, because that will encourage people to continue to buy an airplane ticket. And that's what I want. I want people to keep buying tickets so that I can keep the lights on in my house. And so we are coming off the jet. People are coming off the jet, and I'm saying goodbye. And this guy walks up to me and he sticks out his hand, and he literally, no lie, hand to God, he hands me a packet of Kool-Aid. And he said, "This is for you." And then he walked off. That's all he said. This guy walks up, hands me a packet of Kool-Aid. And I mean, it's like, I haven't seen a packet of Kool-Aid since I was 12 years old. And it's exactly the same, by the way, in case you haven't seen Kool-Aid in a long time. I mean, it was like strawberry Kool-Aid. It wasn't Shorkleberry Fin or anything fun, but it was old school original Kool-Aid. And dude, it was funny. I held on to it and I looked at it and I thought about it. I was like, this guy's telling me like I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. And I was like, well, there's a solo show for you. And I want to talk to you about the idea, right? Like drinking the Kool-Aid. Hell yeah, I drink the Kool-Aid. Why? Because I love what I do. I love what I do. And so let's dive in to what is drinking the Kool-Aid. In case you have never heard that, I'm not going to kind of tell you where it came from. You should look it up if you want. It's a very sad, crazy thing, but you can look it up, find out. But what does drinking the Kool-Aid mean these days? What is it kind of turned into in pop culture? It means this. It means fully immersing yourself in the values and the culture and mission of your workplace, of the company that you're working for, right? It's about diving in and holding and embracing that. And so why is that important? It makes you a company man, or it makes you this, or makes you that. And people kind of scoff at it. But let me tell you, it's actually pretty important. It's just not blind obedience or some kind of corporate indoctrination, right? I want to tell you that it's a lot more than that, because it's about finding purpose and fulfillment and success in your work, because you've got to do this job. You've chosen to do a job and you want to be a professional pilot. And so if you're just doing it for the paycheck, it's not going to compute, and you're going to be miserable, and you're just not going to have a good time. But if you can use it to find purpose and fulfillment and success, if you drink that Kool-Aid, you are going to have a better experience as a professional pilot. Because when you drink the Kool-Aid, you're not just passively accepting the status quo, right? You're engaging actively with the visions and the values of your company, of the organization that you work with, because those values should become your values. Those things that make you better should make your company better. You're aligning yourself with a greater purpose, and it is contributing to something larger than yourself. And what is it doing? Is it putting money in the pockets of your company? Yes. Yes, it is. Why do you do that? Why do you care about that? Because a portion of that money comes to you. And if that company can receive the money properly and receive the money consistently, they will thrive. And so if you drink the Kool-Aid and others drink the Kool-Aid, then the customer sees that and the customer gets excited about that and the customer likes that. And I want to tell you that that is more important than just about anything else. Because if you don't drink the Kool-Aid and you are against the things that your company stands for, the customers will see that. And they will not want to participate. You can look at different places, different airlines today. You can look at different airlines today and see what bad customer service gets. You can see companies struggling that try to sell tickets, and people are not buying those tickets because they're getting better customer service. They're paying a little bit more for better customer service somewhere else. And that is really incredible. And it's powerful because when you drink the Kool-Aid, it gives your work meaning and direction. It keeps motivating you because it makes you want to give your best effort every day. When I go to work, I want to give my best. I want to be the best. I make mistakes, but I don't want to make them. I want to correct those mistakes. I want to trap my errors. I want to do better each day. I think about those errors as I'm flying, but I also want to perform my best in front of the customer. And I want to offer more than most people do. And I think you should too. Because if you want to be a successful pilot and you are trying to figure out how to separate yourself with all these other pilots that have way more hours and you're trying to think about it and you're on your way and you are in flight school or you are a CFI or you just got, you just crossed 500 hours and you got your first job and you're cranking it out. Those people that drink the Kool-Aid, that do the things that reflect their company's values, when you go to interview, it's so different, right? And it's so good and it's good for you. It's all about fulfillment, but it's not just about individual fulfillment, right? It's also about building a team. And that's how you work with others and the people that are part of your company's family. Drinking the Kool-Aid helps you build those bonds with everybody else. And when everyone in the organization is drinking the same Kool-Aid, then there's a shared sense of purpose and unity, and it drives collaboration and innovation and success, and you make more money and you get more profit sharing and all of those things, and it's just a better place to be. And it doesn't take much to walk onto a plane and see when a person is not drinking the Kool-Aid, whether it's a flight attendant or a pilot. And it's quick. You see it and you're like, dang, this is going to be a crappy flight because these people are not all about it. And when the people are not all about it, it's just, like I said, it's miserable. But if you do drink the Kool-Aid and you do work together and you do become a well-oiled machine, I think about a flight I just had yesterday. It was a line check, and I'll talk more about what line checks are a little later. But I was being whether or not you're good at what you do. And so it was a first officer. Shout out to my man Bryant. It was me. It was a check airman that worked for my company, and it was 4 flight attendants. And those 4 flight attendants, we flew 3 legs together, and all of those 4 flight attendants had all drank the Kool-Aid, and we were all just a great team, and we worked so well together. It was just like seamless and like water, and it was so good. And the check airman who had just come on our flight saw it, and he was surprised, and he really dove into, wow, you guys are really working well together. And that made it a really good check ride. I even told him about the podcast afterward because he had 2 kiddos going through flight school. So I said, hey, listen to the show. I just want to kind of keep going, right? Because drinking the Kool-Aid is so good. It fosters a positive work culture. It helps you believe in what you're doing. You're more likely to go the extra mile when somebody at work needs something, right? Offer support in times of need. It's a really, really great thing. And when you do create a positive work culture and you do enjoy going the extra mile and you do enjoy the people that you work with, you have more job satisfaction, and that shows at home, and you're a happier person, and your spouse notices and your kids notice or your roommate, And it's just a good place to be. It's a good frame of mind. And that's what you need, is a good frame of mind, because you are a person that tries hard. You are a person that has decided they're going to excel in life. You are pushing the limits of positivity because you are a great human. And so carry your humanity with you when you fly. It doesn't matter if it's just you and a student. It doesn't matter if it's you and an instructor. Bring that with you and you will be better together. And you're going to have a great time and you're going to make lifelong friends. And that's what aviation is. It's all about sharing a vision and sharing a friendship and a passion for being in the air. And that's why we do it. It's so good. And when you drink the Kool-Aid, guys, like, that is it. So if your company wears a hat, wear the hat with pride. If you wear a coat, wear the coat with pride. If you wear a uniform, look sharp in that uniform. Don't look like a schlub. It doesn't matter what your body looks like. It matters how you feel and how you present. And when you do that well, good things happen. And it's a great thing. And I'll argue somebody all day long who says that they shouldn't have to drink the Kool-Aid, because you should. It's good. And I want you to think, if you're not that person just yet, you can become that person. And I challenge you to be that person, because your life is better when you're excited about what you do. It is so much better. I love my job. I love my podcast job. I've drank the podcast Kool-Aid, man. I love helping people get jobs. I love helping people figure out where they need to be in this aviation industry, how to overcome obstacles. Whether or not I have a good answer, I just want to give love and receive love. And that's what you get when you drink the Kool-Aid, y'all. It's a good thing. And so whoever gave me that pack of Kool-Aid, whoever you are, I hope somehow you find this show. And I want to say thank you, because you're damn right. It was so good. I'm so thankful for that, because that just clicked a switch in my head. And I was like, yes, that's it. I'm a better person today than I was the day before. So that's all I got to talk about, y'all. Go drink the Kool-Aid. Go get in the air. Keep moving yourself forward. It's your inertia that keeps you going. Drink a little Kool-Aid this afternoon. I'll catch you on the next show. Hey, before you jump out of here and go on to the next podcast, can I ask a big favor? Would you mind going over to your app that you're listening to this podcast on and give me a review? Give me a 5-star review if you love it. Give me a 1-star review if it totally sucks. Put a comment in there, something that is helpful. It helps me. It helps get the word out there. It helps people find the podcast, and that's super cool. If you don't do that, maybe you could just share the podcast with a friend. Tell a buddy who's trying to figure it out, trying to sort out this pilot dream of theirs and get a little bit further. That is super awesome as well. Last, if you don't do either of those two things, how about this? Find a way today to make yourself 1% better. Do that thing that you've been putting off. Put your foot forward, make movement, get yourself going, get that inertia that you need to succeed in this industry. So that's your choice. Leave a review, tell a friend, or make yourself better. Either way, it's all a good choice. And I'm super stoked you're listening, and I will see you on the next episode. The statements made on this show are my own opinions and do not reflect, nor are they under any direction from my employer.